Hey, how's it going everyone? I'm DCSG81 and welcome to another special video whereby I'll be sharing my thoughts about the latest release of the Mafex Far From Home Spider-Man. And in case you guys are wondering what the FH means, it's actually supposed to be FFH, which stands for Far From Home, but I don't have enough F alphabet to form the FFH. Yes, the long-awaited Far From Home Upgraded Suit Spider-Man from Mafex has been released, and as usual, the two most fastest photographer, which is from Hong Kong of course, the Isaac Wong, as well as the Little Toys Bigger World, has already posted some pictures of the Spider-Man, which I find them pretty interesting. So this time, as you know, I always like to introduce something new. I'll be sharing both of their pictures together, which I will explain why later. Okay, so without further ado, let's begin with some pictures of the packaging. So I will start with the Little Toys Bigger World pictures that you can see right here. And the one thing that actually catch my attention is how the Spider-Man head is looking to the right, which looks pretty funny by the way. And next we have the back of the box, as well as the pictures that we all collectors like to see, whereby the figures and all the accessory is still in the plastic casing. And next, let's move on to some Isaac Wong pictures of the packaging that you can see right here. And as you notice, the Spider-Man head is also turned to the right somehow. I don't know why they do that. Maybe it's just for fun or something. You can see the back of the box, the same one. And also, this pictures is what we like to see. And this next picture, he actually shows that he have opened up the plastic cover to show you what this Spider-Man's comes with. And let's go back to Little Toys Bigger World. We can see the Spider-Man standing here looking pretty good, and the back view of it, yep, okay, quite nice I would say. And the next one we'll move on to the Isaac Wong as well, same pose, same figure, yep, looking straight, and then the back view of it, yep, nothing special. But worry not, I'm going to the point soon that why I'm using both of their pictures together. Next, we'll go back to Little Toys Bigger World. You can see the close-up looks of the figure, the body, which actually looks pretty good there. Wow, I must say that they actually painted it quite well, okay? And of course, the back view of it looks pretty good. And let's go to Isaac Wong, that you can see somehow he captured it with the head. And from this picture, I believe you should have noticed where I'm heading to. There's a right angle view of him, and then there's a left angle view of him. Yep, that's how he captured his detail of the figure. And the next pictures, you can see another angle of Little Toys Bigger World. Like I say, it looks pretty good, and I will show you the one from Isaac Wong. Okay, at this point of time, have you actually noticed something different between two of their figures? No? Okay, I'll show you these comparisons. From this comparison, you can see they took both of the pictures at the very same angle, but upon zooming in of both figures, do you notice what's different there? Yes, the lining of the suit. Okay, you can see the one on the left is actually from Little Toys Bigger World, while the one on the right is from Isaac Wong. As you can see, the one from Little Toys Bigger World does have a very prominent black linings on the suit, while the one from Isaac Wong seems like they have forgotten to paint it at all. And right up next, I will give you more pictures from Isaac Wong that you can see. Yep, it's like they have totally forgotten to paint it. Yep, there's only some area they actually painted black, and some area is totally in red. Okay, so you can see on the shoulder again, there's a very clear view that there's not painted any red linings there. But before you freak out or get angry about that, I have checked back the pre-order pictures from Mafex, and they do have the same thing. Yep, from this picture you can see that even their prototype pictures have not painted any black linings on the figure at all. So does that mean that Little Toys Bigger World has gotten a very good painted Spider-Man from Mafex? I'm a lucky man. Let's move on to the accessory that this figure comes with. As usual, he comes with all the hands. I believe there are 7 sets of hands that this figure comes with. Let's take a look at some that you can see right here. This is the web shooting hands, the thumbs up hand, which is actually the hands to hold on to the webbings when he's swinging around. And also this is something special, which is a peace signed hand. Yep, I believe there's no Spider-Man that has been given this hand before. I mean the Spider-Man from Mafex. Yep, so this is something new for this Spider-Man. And of course, it does comes with a handphone as well, and also the very usual magnetic fits that you can see from Isaac Wong pictures. I believe he does comes with another wall crawling hands with magnet as well. Moving on, next let's take a look at the heads that it comes with. These are the pictures from Little Toy Bigger Worlds, and there's only one additional head, which is the one on the right. Yeah, the slightly closed one. Yep, this is another different angle of it, which looks pretty good. And again, from these pictures, you can see the Little Toys Bigger World does have a nicer lining for his head, but the one on the right is actually the prototype pictures from Mafex, and there isn't any lining at all. Did he not use the instant kill mode in Far From Home? I kind of forgot about that. Okay, next let's move on to some comparison pictures. Let's take a look from Isaac Wong first. That you can see right here, he actually compares it with the SH Figuarts Far From Home. Okay, which looks pretty similar by the way, just that the I think the one from SH Figuarts is kind of glossy, and we do have some back views of it, which I think the Mafex one does looks pretty good, and I'll tell you why later. Okay, so we can see a close-up pictures of both of the heads, and of course the SH Figuarts one does have a very clear black linings on the figure, as with the Mafex one is pretty clean. And in these close-up shots for the Spider-Man symbols on his chest, you can see the Mafex one does looks pretty bad. As you can see, the black paint is actually, you know, going all over the Spider-Man symbols, while the SH Figuarts one is very clean and crisp on the lining. But the next picture, which is the back view of the Spider-Man, whereby I see the Mafex one is much nicer. As you can see, the SH Figuarts one does have some crack there. This is because it allows us to open it up and actually put a pegs on it, so that we can do some, you know, swinging poses easily, you know, without using the clips around his waist. Yeah, so this is one of the benefits of SH Figuarts, but it is also one of the bad things about it, because it kind of ruined the spider symbols over there. And this last pictures from Isaac Wong is some comparison, which is with the Marvel Legends Venom as well as the Red Hulk, which looks pretty good all together. And let's move back to Little Toys Bigger Worlds on the comparison. As you can see, he compared with 3 other brands, okay, which is the Marvel Legends Far From Home Spider-Man, as well as SH Figuarts and Mezco. There's some back view of all 4 of them, and there's this picture which actually makes it looks very clear to us that the Mezco one is indeed a lot bigger than the rest of it. In this next picture, you can see that he compares this latest Far From Home Spider-Man with the Homecoming Spider-Man from Mafex as well. And from here, you can see that the new Far From Home Spider-Man does indeed looks a little bit shorter, but also a lot more bulkier. Means that he's not as skinny as the Homecomings ones. And in this picture, you can see he used the maniple Tom Holland heads on both of the figure, and again you can see that the latest Far From Home Spider-Man does indeed looks bulkier than the previous one. And lastly, of course, we can enjoy some beautiful shots from Little Toys Bigger World. This does makes the figure looks very awesome. My favorite pose is the upside down hanging pose. Next, you can see some swinging pose as well, and this next picture does looks pretty good. And of course, him with Mary Jane. Okay, from here you can see that she just looks taller than he is. Yep, which is not surprising, because Marvel Legends is always tallest as compared to Mafex or even the SH Figuarts. But then again, this is also accurate, as to you can see in real life, the actress herself is indeed taller than Tom Holland. Well, for my overall thoughts on this figure, let's go to the overall look first. It does looks good, but of course with the black lining it looks even better. If you are those who actually wanted more details like the black linings on your Spider-Man, well, I must say that you will have to bet on your luck this time, because as you can see, 2 different photographers who actually bought the same Spider-Man, but they have gotten a very different Spider-Man altogether. I hope that makes sense to you. As for the accessory, I do think that this Spider-Man from Mafex does comes with a little bit short, because as per Mafex standard, they always give a lot more, but this time there's only 7 set of hands, 1 additional head, some webbings, a pair of new hands that's holding the peace sign, and also a mobile phone. That's about it. And some of you even asked, how about an unmasked head of Peter Parker? Sorry dude, this Spider-Man doesn't come with one. And one thing that deserves a praise is that they did not reuse the body from the Homecoming Spider-Man, because as you can see, it is a little bit shorter than the Homecoming Spider-Man, but they did make him a lot buffer so that he's not as skinny as this one. Yep, so for my opinions, I do think that I can actually skip on this one. Yeah, because I do have the SH Figuarts one already, which I think is more than suffice for now. But for those of you who are still interested in getting one, you can actually order it from armyarmy.com, as I have just checked it about 5 minutes ago and it's still available. So that's all for this video about my opinions. I would like to hear from you. What do you think about this latest release from the long-awaited Far From Home Spider-Man from Mafex? By the way, if you like this video, do give me a thumbs up, and of course always feel free to share your thoughts, your suggestions, or anything at all down in the comments below. If you do like what you're watching so far, do subscribe to my channel and also click on the bell button so that you don't miss out any of my latest video. And while you're still around, do check out my playlist at the top right corner. And also do browse around my channel for more interesting videos such as this one. I have over 550 videos by now, and I'm pretty sure there was something that will catch your attention. And I'll see you again in my next video. As always, take care and thank you for watching. Bye.